Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to Celebrity Scoop. If you've not yet subscribed, hit that button now so you never miss out on the latest royal news. Today, we're slicing through the royal icing to serve you a slice of truth about the recent reappearance of none other than the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton. Now, you may have heard the whispers, seen the headlines about Kate's surprise visit to Lake Windermere. She was spotted conversing with a group of eager scouts, sharing her passion for the great outdoors and the mental health benefits it offers. Quite idyllic, you might think, a royal sharing her love for nature with the younger generation. But let's pause for a moment, shall we? Is this the same Kate Middleton who not so long ago shook the world with the revelation of her battle against cancer? The very same Kate who, following the announcement, seemingly disappeared from the public eye, causing a ripple of concern and speculation across the globe. That's right. After months of radio silence, Kate has suddenly resurfaced, looking radiant as ever, and promoting wellness like she's been on a long health retreat rather than fighting a life-threatening illness. All smiles and no signs of the struggle that she must have been going through. It's a bit perplexing, isn't it? One moment she's bravely sharing her diagnosis with the world, and the next, she's back in the spotlight acting like it's just another day in the royal life. Now suddenly she's vacationing, smiling for cameras, and promoting wellness advice like nothing happened. Considering the recent events, this situation raises more than a few eyebrows. The princess has been out of the public eye for months, with no updates on her condition, and yet she appears radiant and seemingly recovered, without a mention of the battle she's been fighting. This sudden reappearance and the carefully crafted narrative around it smells of a classic PR spin. The royal PR machine seems to be working overtime, churning out images of a healthy, happy Kate, while conveniently leaving out any mention of her illness. It's an all-too-familiar pattern. The royals are no strangers to controlling their public image. They've been doing it for centuries. But this isn't just about maintaining a picture-perfect facade. It's about trust. And right now, that trust is being tested. The public deserves to know the truth. When a figure as prominent as the Princess of Wales reveals something as serious as a cancer diagnosis, it's not just about her. It's about everyone who looks up to her, everyone who's been touched by her story. They deserve to know how she's doing, how she's coping. Not just the pretty pictures, but the real human struggle behind them. But instead of truth, we're getting a PR spin, a narrative designed to distract and deflect, to keep the status quo intact. It's not about transparency, it's about control. This isn't just a story about a princess and her battle with cancer. It's a story about the power of the media, the role of the royal PR machine, and the importance of truth in an age of spin. So, as we watch Kate smile for the cameras and talk about the healing power of nature, let's not forget the real story here. Let's not forget the questions that need answers. Let's not forget the reality behind the royal gloss. The royal PR machine appears to be working overtime, creating a narrative that seems more like a staged comeback than a woman recovering from a serious illness. When public figures, especially royals, choose to announce something as serious as a cancer diagnosis, they can't just go radio silent and then pop up months later acting like it's business as usual. And yet, that's exactly what seems to have happened with the Princess of Wales. Kate Middleton, after months of silence, has reappeared in the public eye, looking healthy, radiant, and ready to talk about everything but her health. The suddenness of her re-emergence raises a cloud of questions that demand answers. A cloud that's growing thicker with every passing day, every carefully choreographed photo, every vague statement about healing in nature. The question on everyone's lips: was she really sick to begin with? If so, why the absence of updates on her treatment? If not, why the announcement of a serious illness like cancer? These are not trivial questions. They are questions that demand transparency and honesty, especially from those who occupy positions of influence and power. Then there's the question of motive. Is this sudden appearance truly about health, or is it about headlines? Is this a genuine step in recovery, or is it a calculated PR spin, a distraction from other, less palatable stories? And finally, why does the palace continue to play this smoke and mirrors game with the public? Why the deliberate vagueness, the strategic silences, the orchestrated appearances? In an age where transparency is valued, where authenticity is prized, why does the palace seem to be stuck in an outdated mode of communication, one that's more about control and less about connection. These are not just questions. They are a call to accountability. They are a demand for truth. And they deserve answers, because when public figures, especially royals, choose to announce something as serious as a cancer diagnosis, they can't just go radio silent and then pop up months later acting like it's business as usual. People are asking the right questions, and they deserve answers. At Celebrity Scoop, we believe in truth, transparency, and calling out inconsistencies, no matter how polished the crown may seem. We know that public figures, especially those of royal status, hold a great deal of influence. With this power comes responsibility. They are not just influential figures, but role models to many, and their actions carry significant weight. Transparency is not just about coming clean when caught in a scandal or admitting to a mistake. It's about being open, honest, and authentic, even when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient. It's about letting the public see the person behind the crown, the human behind the headlines. In this age of social media and 24/7 news, the public's thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. They want to know what's happening, why it's happening, and most importantly, they want to feel connected to the people they admire. This is especially true for royal watchers who invest their time and emotions in following their favourite royals. Suddenly disappearing from the public eye and then reappearing with no explanation is not transparency. It leaves room for speculation, doubts, and mistrust. It also raises questions about the credibility of the royal PR machine. Is it serving the interest of the royals or the public? On the other hand, being open about one's struggles and triumphs helps to build trust and form a more authentic connection with the public. It humanizes the royals, making them more relatable and inspiring. As viewers, you have the right to know the truth. You have the right to understand the full story, not just the polished, PR-approved version. You deserve to see the real people behind the royal titles, with their triumphs, struggles, and everything in between. So, what do you think? Is Kate's latest appearance a genuine step in recovery or just another royal distraction? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Indeed, your insights and perspective are what fuel our discussions here at Celebrity Scoop. The royal world is often a maze of carefully crafted images and narratives. But we know there's always more to the picture than what meets the eye. And today, we've opened up another layer of that conversation. Kate Middleton's recent appearance, her messaging, the timing, it's all part of a larger puzzle. A puzzle that you, our viewers, help us piece together. Your questions, your skepticism, your insights, they all matter. They all contribute to the larger conversation, and that conversation is crucial. We've seen how the royal PR machine operates. We've seen the inconsistencies, the questionable narratives, the staged comebacks, but we've also seen the power of public scrutiny and discussion, the power of people asking the right questions, the power of not just accepting the glossy images but looking beyond them, questioning them. And that's why we need you. We need your eyes, your ears, your voices. We need you to keep asking the hard questions, to keep the conversation going, because that's how we get to the truth. That's how we cut through the royal gloss and reveal the reality behind the headlines. So let's continue this discussion. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe Kate's latest appearance is a genuine step in recovery, or do you see it as another royal distraction? What do you think about the palace's PR strategies? What questions do you have? Let's get this conversation started. And as we wrap up today's episode, remember, your voice matters, your perspective matters, and your engagement with our content is what keeps us going. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more bold breakdowns right here on Celebrity Scoop, where the real story always comes out.